So I was reading in on Black Enterprises, and you were a homeowner early.
At 26.
26 years old. Wow. So talk to me about that, because I know a lot of people are scared to take that risk on home ownership and buying property because, you see this 30-year mortgage or whatever the case may be. It's it's scary. You commit. That's a commitment for real.
Yeah.
And I try to tell people all the time, hey, you live in an apartment, you still making a commitment. You got to have somewhere to stay.
Right.
You got to forever. You always going to have somewhere to stay. So why not be paying on something that you can sell one day versus paying on something you just got to move out and leave it.
Right.
And then, somebody else is going
to equity.
No equity. So talk to me about what made you take that leap and
Well, I came back home from Nashville.
Okay.
And I moved in with my parents,
okay,
which I always say that's depression.
Okay, so how old are you at that point?
When I moved back from Nashville to Knoxville, I was 25.
Okay.
And I knew when I came back home, I wanted a house.
Okay.
And the reason why I knew that, because I was at church in Nashville. You know how people give their testimony on Sunday?
Yeah.
And there was a girl who was 22 who bought her first house. I'm like, wait a minute. You can be 22 and buy a house?
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? Crazy that I just didn't think that was possible.
Oh, yeah.
And, me being single.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm going to buy me a house.
Yeah.
And when I just said that, I'm just going to buy me a house. And when I moved back in with my parents, and I just started saving, buying a house, and I didn't know where it was going to come from. I had a realtor, I had to fire him because, some people don't want you living in East Knoxville because I was very Pacific. This is where I want to live.
Right.
And, people devalue our community somewhere. They're like, you should live out here. No.
Yeah.
I know where I want to live.
Right.
So I just, I got rid of my realtor, and I just started driving and looking on the internet, and I found my house. And when I seen my house, I seen it, and I'm like, that's my house. Like, you know how you know, you know.
Yeah.
And it was a for sale by owner.
Mm-hmm.
And I called them, and I met with them, and when I walked in this house, I said, this is my house.
Yeah.
And I couldn't afford it.
Oh.
It was I think they wanted 110. My budget was 100,000 for the house, and they wanted 110. And I left there, and I told them thank you, and I'm grateful. Thank you for letting me come see the house. And I told them couldn't afford it. Somehow we got reconnected. They we really liked you, and we want you to have our house. What can you do? Wow. So I oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And I said, well, I can pay 97. I lowballed it a little bit.
Yeah, no doubt.
They no, that's too low. I said, what about 100? They we take 100.
Yeah.
And they said they wanted me because they said they rather have a good neighbor to their neighbors than have the money.
Wow. That's interesting.
Yeah, so that was a blessing. It was my house.
Yeah.
And I just I always been the kind of person that I just set my belief in something. And doors open. I mean, even if it doesn't happen, it's something out there that it's just don't settle.
Right.
And but so that's how I became a homeowner at 26.
Wow.
I'm still in the same home, and I love it.
That's what's up.
And then you get so much discouragement when I bought my house. People you're never gonna find no man wants an independent woman and all that stuff.
That's crazy.
So women, don't listen to that. Buy your own house. No. My pastor always said, get your own stuff now. Do not wait on anybody to take care of you. So
yeah. I mean, you just never know. So you get married. Y'all move into a new house. You still have this house. That's money.
And I can rent it or I can sell it.
Yeah, either way, it's income or money. It's like a bank account.
That's what we need to see home ownership is a bank account.
Yeah, it's a bank account. Yeah,
because housing value is going up. I don't know how much my house is worth. I'm not trying to sell my house, even though they send me the papers in the mail all the time.
Well, that means it's about to go up.
Our community is going up because houses are going for $300 now.
Yeah, exactly. So the longer you hold it, the better, the better it'll be.
So I'm grateful that I bought at that time.
And
not listen to everybody. That's why it's you should never listen to anybody. Go with your gut feeling. Trust your instincts.
Yeah.